Hey folks, walk with me. I'm out of breath. If you saw my last video, I almost tumbled down the hill on a sheet of, 100 yards of ice. And I was just able to get myself up through that. So, here we are. We're on the other side. We're gonna talk about standing on the shoulders of giants, which is what I wish I had climbing that hill for me, a giant. Now, let me preface this by saying this is not an anti-innovation video. It's not an anti-technology video. It is a warning, if you will. It is something to consider alongside the technology and the innovation, because I think we are so entrenched in this idea that we have to keep pushing forward in technology and innovation, and we run the risk of losing everything that has been gained from a truth and understanding perspective in the last thousands or millions of years. There used to be a concept in science and innovation of standing on the shoulders of giants. And what's meant by that is that you are building off of the work that was done prior to your coming into the system. So before you started sciencing, there were other people who did great, meaningful, productive work in science and technology. And you're then starting from where they left off, right? So this is how you're standing on the shoulders of giants. I think with the coming along of this idea of move fast and break things, right? Innovate. Throw out the old systems, bring in a new system. The main way in which we lose standing on the shoulders of giants is you're still sort of doing it, because in a way you are starting off where the old system left off, where the old innovators left off. But the problem is, with this move fast and break things concept, there is often the idea of not putting in the time and effort to understand what those giants built, why they built it, what it meant, what the purpose was, how it worked, the fundamental components of it, and why they were important. And when you throw that out, you end up, this is partly how you end up breaking things, but also you can quickly end up in like a very post-truth world, which I think ties into this strongly. Like how crazy it is that flat Earth is like having a re-emergence, right? How crazy it is that like people don't have a fundamental like 9th or 10th grade biology level understanding of like virology. And again, it's because, my TikTok and my Snapchat and my satellite system that ties into my iPhone is so much more important than understanding those fundamentals, than understanding the physics that goes into how my cell phone works, the biology and the virology that goes into understanding how vaccination works. A real hot button topic, shockingly. But I think we're in a really risky period here, where this move fast and break things don't take the time to learn the foundations and the fundamentals of why what those giants created was important, how it worked, and what it meant. I think we're running a really big risk here of losing that information in a meaningful way whereby the future innovation and technology is going to be led drastically askew and is going to be relatively flimsy. And the vast majority of society that is not involved in developing science and technology and innovation, that they're going to be completely lost in the shuffle, right? They're going to be using something that relies on the reality of orbital systems and round Earth, and they're going to be using something that relies on that information and that reality to project out into the world, right? To broadcast out into the world the fact that the underlying systems, the science of it, of reality, is not true, right? And if they understood the technology that they're using and how it depends on the science that they're refusing to believe, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. But they don't, because it is innovate above all, move fast and break things above all. I think we need to blend that with integrating an understanding of the giants. But now I've said the same thing about 4 or 5 different ways. Hopefully it made some sense. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's a risky business, I think. All right, folks, so if you watched this far, or if you walked with me, I certainly appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.